everyone, and welcome to About Town. I'm Susan Stevens.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman. Thanks so much for joining us today for highlights from the African-American ReadIn and Frostfest 2022.
We'll also visit Crumble Cookies' newest location, and we'll bring you the details on Irving ISD's State of the District Luncheon, the North Texas Teen Book Festival, and the Entertainment Series season finale.
So Susan, I want to ask, I know that we're a little bit away from the actual Oscars broadcast, but the nominations were not too long ago. What do you think?
Well, I think the films that were nominated for Best Picture were predictable, with the exception of Drive My Car. That was the surprise nominee they fit in there. But even though the nominees were predictable, I don't think the winner is. So I'm excited to give my final predictions in a few weeks with my Oscar special.
So we will look forward to that on the March 27th show. That's great.
Yeah.
The annual African-American ReadIn welcomed readers back to the library with their in-person event, and we've got highlights for you in this week's Arts Review. The 2022 African-American ReadIn, One World, Many Tales, celebrated a major milestone this year.
This is our 10th year having the ReadIn.
Since the beginning, the event has introduced works by and about African Americans to Irving audiences. Attendees enjoyed passages from new and classic children's books read by guest presenters from around the community. And a special guest, acclaimed storyteller Tony Simmons, delighted the audience with stories that celebrate the culture.
Can we have your drum? And you know what he said? No.
Event coordinator Donita Malagi says the ReadIn is about literacy and more.
I think for any culture, it's nice to see yourself on the screen or in books so that you know that you have value as well.
The Steppers from Thomas Haley Elementary closed the program, an exciting end to the 10th anniversary event.
Break it down now!
This is Kathy Whiteman reporting. Learn more about upcoming events at Irving's libraries online at cityofirving.org/1886/special-events.
Where can you enjoy a winter wonderland even if it's 60 degrees outside? Frostfest, of course. I braved the not-so-icy temperatures at Levy Plaza to get in on all the snowy fun. Ice carving and snow hills.
Oh my God!
Were just a few of the attractions at this year's Frostfest.
We have tons of icy fun here today at Frostfest, the snow play area, tons of food vendors, crafts, face painting, trains, fun for the whole family.
Hundreds of people took part in the snowy activities held at Frostfest's new location.
Being able to show off and showcase our new Levy Event Plaza is very nice. To move it here, have a little bit more open space.
I mean, going down that snow hill and seeing Lake Carolyn in the background, I think is pretty priceless.
The big kids take in the priceless view from a 12-foot, 3-lane hill.
It was so fast. I didn't expect it, but the guy gave me an extra push and I went spinning and down and around, so it was so much fun.
While the little ones slide down the 6-foot hill. The event is one of many that showcases what Irving has to offer the community.
We're so glad that we can bring this to our Irving residents and let the DFW know that Irving is here with this great event center and great activities.
Frostfest brings the snow to Texas while putting smiles on faces.
My favorite part of events and event planning in general is seeing the little kids have a good time. It makes my stressful moments all worthwhile.
For About Town, this is Susan Stevens. Up next for the Irving Events team, the kickoff of a new series, Heritage on Stage. That's coming up Friday, March 11th, and you can get the details at irvingevents.org. The Irving Independent School District invites you to the second annual State of the District Luncheon.
Dr. Nicole Mansell joins us with all the details. Great to see you, Dr. Mansell.
Yes, it's nice to be here again, Kathy. Thank you.
Yeah.
I love the theme, Together We Rise. Tell us what message you want the community to take away from that theme.
So RISE is actually an acronym that stands for Reignite, Innovate, Support, and Empower. And in doing those 4 things, that is how we are helping our students to be academically successful, and to rise.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah,
Isn't that great?
That's wonderful. So what can attendees look forward to this year?
So we will have Superintendent Hernandez. She will have various special guests on stage with her to talk about those things that I mentioned, how we are reigniting students' love for learning, the ways in which we are innovating and creating lessons for them, how we are supporting our students, and then how we are empowering our students and their parents to be lifelong learners.
That's wonderful, especially after such a difficult, you know, several difficult months that you guys really had to, nobody pivoted like Irving ISD pivoted, you know, in terms of supporting the students. But you've also got some corporations out there that want to support you as well. Is there any room still left for sponsorships?
Absolutely. We'll always take a sponsorship. Absolutely. So there's 3 levels, gold, silver, and bronze. And we also have individual tickets available for sale as well, Kathy, and those are $50 each. We've got about 50 seats left. We're planning for 400. We've got about 50 seats available still. So opportunity is there still to get your ticket.
That's great, but don't miss that opportunity, folks.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. So what are you most looking forward to?
I think the fact that it's in person this year, you know, last year was virtual, but there's nothing like being in person and getting to see our fantastic students perform. We will have student performances, and you know, just getting to have that one-on-one conversation with our principals and our leadership. There's just nothing better than that.
Yeah.
You can't replace it.
No.
You truly cannot.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks so much for being here and sharing the information.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Folks,
you.
the Irving ISD State of the District Luncheon is Tuesday, March 8th, 11:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Irving Convention Center. Visit irvingisd.net/state of the district for all the details.
The theme for this year's Black History Month program was Health is Our Wealth, and the Irving Black Arts Council celebrated with comedy, entertainment, and special guests. Here are some highlights.
On behalf of the mayor standing in his place, thank y'all for joining us this evening and enjoy the show.
With those words, Councilman Dennis Webb kicked off the 2022 Black History Month program, and what a show it was.
Our national theme for Black History Month is Black Health and Wellness. Our theme today is Health is Your Wealth. We are celebrating Black history, which we like to say is American history. So they got the full blend of things. Health is your wealth. And we started out with Postmaster Malone.
Thank you, IBAC, for inviting me once again.
He unveiled our heritage stamp for the year,
Honoring Edmonia Lewis.
and from there we went right into comedians, doctors, children singing the Black National Anthem. It was a program that was not only fun and funny, but it was very informative.
But the truth of the matter is, a lot of times when people are throwing themselves into work or working 80 hours, they're masking other things.
The program included psychologists and physicians to talk about health and wellness and take questions from the audience. And guest MC Trey Mack and his fellow comedians kept the laughs coming throughout the show.
On behalf of myself, I think a little bit of the panel as well, and everyone in the audience, what in the world is Luxembourg?
An afternoon of laughter and learning, courtesy of the Irving Black Arts Council. This is Kathy Whiteman reporting.
Up next for the Irving Black Arts Council, save the date for a celebration of Black Music Month on June 4th. We'll have all the details for you on About Town. The entertainment series of Irving wraps up their 66th season with a concert that might just have you dancing down the aisle.
Johnny Pegues, Megan Coombs, and Paul Garceau join us via Zoom with all the details. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
So Johnny, this is the last stop on the Route 66 season. So tell us about your season finale.
Well, I tell you, Kathy, we've had a lot of fun with Paul and with the signed, sealed, delivered people. They have been absolutely wonderful, and we are anticipating a terrific show. I mean, and as you said, dancing in the aisles is really expected at this one.
It sounds so great. I cannot wait for this concert.
That's great. Paul, can you tell us more about Signed, Sealed, Delivered?
Yes, we're a variety band with a full rhythm section, guitar, bass, drums, and keyboard, also horns. We'll have a male vocalist and a female vocalist with us. And for our performance, we're mainly focusing on Motown as that kind of part of the series in the Route 66 theme. We do a variety of material. We've traveled all over the country doing corporate shows, Atlanta, Phoenix, San Antonio. We were at the Omni last week for a great charity event. So we're really excited to bring our show to Irving. And if they want to find out more about us, before coming out, we want everybody to come out and see us, obviously. But they can find us on the web at ssdband.com. That also has links to our social and to some videos. But we're excited, and it's a very energetic show. We've got all our favorite Motown hits we're going to bring out to you all on March 5th.
That's perfect. That sounds great.
It absolutely does. So, Megan, let me just go ahead and confess that this is the music that I grew up with. So I am dying to see this concert. But I think that the audience is going to feel the same way about it. What can we look forward to?
I'm super excited because these are songs that have, stood the test of time. I feel like it's something that all ages are going to recognize, which makes it super special. We definitely have variety, but focus on kind of that disco Motown feel. But one of my favorites that I'm going to be singing is Natural Woman, because I love Aretha Franklin. And then Change of Pace, we're going to finish up that set with Proud Mary. So we kind of have a little bit of everything. And then Desi, the vocalist that's with us, he is amazing, super entertaining. And it's just the whole band, we're excited to be a part of it. And I know I'm most excited because it's a public gig. I feel like we are always booked with private events and corporate parties. And so for friends and family to be able to come out, I'm excited.
Oh, that's great. High energy, great music. I mean, what else can you ask for?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Johnny, it's clear you guys are going out with a blast, but can you share any details on what's coming up next season?
Oh, girl. That's a really good question. I'm glad you asked. We've been working on getting our season set up for season 67. And I think people will really understand when they start seeing our publicity. It's a tribute season to many different tribute artists that everyone knows and loves and can sing along with, more importantly. Tickets will be available sometime around the end of May for season subscribers, and of course for other people who want to buy them. All you have to do is watch for our posts on Facebook, social media, and on our website. We'll be putting information up there as well, entertainmentseriesofirving.com. The Irving Arts Center will have our ticketing arrangements, so just feel free to call them. We're really excited about season 67 and getting geared up.
Well, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to that as well, and we'll absolutely ask you to come back so we can preview the season with you on the show. Folks, don't miss out on your opportunity to check out Signed, Sealed, Delivered. That's Saturday, March 5th, 7:30 p.m. in Carpenter Hall at the Irving Arts Center, and you can call 972-252-ARTS for tickets. Visit entertainmentseries.com for more information. In this week's feature flick, Susan reviews the new horror flick, The Cursed, and she has a preview of the new comedy, Dog. Susan, is The Cursed as scary as it looks?
Actually, Kathy, I don't think audiences will have any trouble sleeping after watching this new fantasy horror. Sadly, The Cursed fails to instill any fear. The film is set in France during the 19th century. A mysterious curse has threatened a small village, and when the son of the wealthy Laurent family has gone missing, they bring in a pathologist named John McBride to help find him. While John is uncovering the horrifying secrets of this town, he works through the demons of his own past.
We will all pay for the sins made by our elders.
There's a manor house. They've sent for me regarding their son who's gone missing. It may be connected to what you've been looking for.
Alistair Petrie plays Seamus Laurent, a selfish land baron who owns a giant manor with his wife and 2 children. He will do whatever it takes to hold on to his property, including viciously slaughtering a group of gypsies who rightfully own it. The sequence in which Laurent and his men burn and mutilate the people on the land is by far the most haunting of the film. Soon after this massacre, Seamus learns his heinous actions have consequences. Now the children of the village must pay for the sins of their fathers.
Did the girls see what attacked them?
The Curse has such a strong start. We're immediately hooked with an opening scene during the Civil War, and then we quickly uncover the cause of the curse. Unfortunately, once the pathologist played by Boyd Holbrook comes into town and begins his research, the film loses momentum and starts to drag. There's not even enough tension or jump scares to keep you engaged. This is apparently supposed to be considered a werewolf movie, but I would use that term extremely loosely. The film doesn't really bounce back until the frustrating climax and bittersweet twist/ending. I'm not sure that's enough to really recommend The Cursed, but there are some redeeming qualities. Writer-director Sean Ellis does a beautiful job shooting the film. The cinematography is wonderful and matches tonally with the script of this gothic horror.
The land's been cursed.
And I have to add that the performances by the entire cast, especially Holbrook, is fantastic. There might be enough good in The Cursed to make it worth the watch if you have nothing better to see. But the film lacks thrills and the story is forgettable. This is one you're going to want to wait to stream for free. Now, if you're looking for the polar opposite of horror, you might want to check out Channing Tatum's new buddy comedy, Dog. Two former Army Rangers are paired against their will on the road trip of a lifetime. Here's a preview of the film.
It's expired, sir. Come on, man. You know how many times I've been in and out of this gate with that? Excuse me? What's the odds on ISIS? Step out of the vehicle, sir. You want me to step out the vehicle? I'll have a...
He's with the Ranger Battalion.
Ranger Battalion. I've been busting my ass to get my mind and my body back into a good place. I need to get back in the game, sir.
You want to get back in the game? Prove it. Sergeant Rodriguez was a legend. Family funeral Sunday outside of Nogales. They want his dog at the funeral. You do this, and you're back in the game. She won't work with anyone. One minute she's good, the next minute she's sending 3 guys to the ER.
What's up, dog? And you're gonna go on a little road trip. Easy. What are y'all so scared of? Smell it out big time. What is your deal, man? Maybe just take the crazy down one notch. Hey! No, 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 no! No! You're just a demon. You're just a demon! Whatever happened to you, dog? You used to be a legend. Hey, hey, hey! Oh, no, 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 no! Hey, dog!
You're so good.
How'd you make her get out of your hand?
I just talked to her. See, she's just a noodle. She just is so good.
You don't do anything else psychotic on this trip? Maybe we can have some fun. Is that a deal, Shake? Lulu, is that you? Good girl. You give hugs now? Really? Lulu gives the best hug. You've never had a Lulu hug? No, we don't exactly hug. So you telling me that Nuke was just as messed up as Lulu? I had to work him every day for 6 months. When he stopped struggling, that's when I realized maybe I could stop struggling too. It's okay. It's just lightning, right? Oh, look at that!
She's never slept in a nice bed before.
There ain't no shame in wanting a big comfy mattress. I was hoping you might have a room for me and my little girl.
Is that a Purple Heart? Was she wounded?
Yes, she was.
Thank you for your service.
We've never seen this dog exhibit any aggressive behavior before.
Never. She loves people. Oh my God, I can see.
The Cursed is currently playing at AMC Irving Mall, and you can catch Dog at AMC Classic Irvington and AMC Irving Mall. For more of Susan's reviews and celebrity interviews, visit thischicksflix.com.
Pink boxes are popping up all over town, and that's because Crumble Cookies' newest location is right here in Irving. So of course, I checked it out. One of the fastest growing franchises in the country has made a home in Irving.
We've been welcomed into the neighborhood by everybody, and
they're just great. The Los Colinas Association invites us to all the events around town that we come and cater to, so it's been fantastic. We love this location.
It's been 5 years since the founders of Crumble Cookies, Jason McGowan and Sawyer Hensley, began their small business in Logan, Utah.
And they were just like, hey, you know what, this is a great college town, so why don't we do something just absolutely crazy and create cookies that can get delivered.
Eventually, the company became a viral success and currently have over 360 locations, which feature a variety of gourmet cookies made with fresh ingredients.
Our bakers come in at 5 a.m. and they start making the dough so that by the time it gets to you, it's still that warm, fresh, gooey. Nothing's ever processed or frozen or anything. We do everything in store.
Crumble Cookies rotates their menu weekly so that customers have the opportunity to taste their 350 unique recipes.
Today we have our s'mores cookie, which is one of our most popular cookies this week, it seems like. We've got our Buckeye Brownie, our Cake Batter Blondie, and our Hazelnut Churro. As well as this week, we don't have our classic pink sugar, but we have our vanilla sugar.
So of course, I had to try the popular s'mores cookie.
Nice and gooey. Really good.
Crumble Cookies looks forward to serving all their creative flavors to the community. For About Town, this is Susan Stevens. Crumble Cookies is located at 7707 North MacArthur Boulevard, Suite 140. See this week's flavors at crumblecookies.com/Texas Irving. It's back, and YA readers of all ages are thrilled to gather again at the Irving Convention Center for the North Texas Teen Book Festival.
Mandy Aguilar is here with all the details. Thanks so much for coming today, Mandy.
Thank you so much for having me.
So I have already confessed to anybody who will listen to me that this is absolutely one of my favorite events of the year, and it has grown and grown and grown with every year. Last year was virtual, and it was still well attended. What are you guys anticipating this year?
Well, we're anticipating who knows? And that's sort of, we're just kind of going with the flow. Yeah. We're expecting less crowds than our last one was 2020. That was in person. We're a little bit less. We have about half the amount of authors just because we're trying to be very mindful of social distancing and trying to keep everyone safe. But you know what? If all of those teens and tweens still show up, we've got a festival there for them.
Yeah. You will be ready.
Yes, absolutely. Ready and excited.
Yes.
So what's the plan for this year's event? Is it still a 2-day?
Yes, we have a 2-day event this year. The first day, which is Friday, is going to be virtual, and we're calling it School Day. And that's going to be panels that will be released that you can watch on YouTube. And it's meant for teachers and students to watch together in the classroom, but really anyone can access it from our YouTube page. So we're expecting folks from all around the world to tune in again.
Great.
And then on Saturday, we'll have our usual in-person festival at the Irving Convention Center.
All right, so I have to ask, because every year you guys have so many wonderful folks. Who are your keynote speakers this year?
So we have 2 keynotes for the in-person festival. The first is the middle grade keynote, and it's 2 amazing authors, Stuart Gibbs and Max Brailer, in conversation together. So that will be in the morning for all of the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed younger kiddos. And then in the afternoon, right before author signings, we have Victoria Schwab, V.E. Schwab. She is going to be there in conversation, just talking about her work. She writes in a lot of different genres and for different ages. So that'll be a great way to end the festival before we move on to the signings.
Oh, that's great.
Wow. Yeah, great lineup. So what else can attendees look forward to?
Well, we have a few new things this year. We've got some new swag. We always have a great swag shop, and here's one of the things we've got this year. It's a really bright hoodie. We have 4 or 5 different colors, really vibrant, and just in case it's cold, it'll be something that you can wear right away.
Smart.
Yes. Another great thing that we've got this year, for anyone that needs it, we have live captioning. So as you enter a room, you can use your smartphone or your iPad and scan a QR code and then watch live captioning for any of our hard of hearing friends or anyone who happens to need that service. And that's in every panel.
That is,
I love that.
Fabulous, isn't it? I mean, you guys are just, as you're growing and growing, you're thinking of more and more ways to connect with the people who want to connect with what you've got.
Absolutely.
Which is great books.
Yes.
Everywhere, and great authors.
Yes.
Thanks so much for being here today, Mandy. It's great to see you always.
Thank you.
Folks, the North Texas Teen Book Festival is a 2-day event, Friday, March 4th and Saturday, March 5th at the Irving Convention Center in person. For more details, visit nttbf.com. And here are a couple of fun things happening about town. The Vinyl Stripes return to Texas Lottery Plaza on Friday, March 4th at 7 p.m. The concert is free, and you can find more details at toyotamusicfactory.com.
Save the date for the Irving Marathon St. Patrick's 5K on Saturday, March 12th. Register and get more details at irvingmarathon.com. As always, visit irvingartcenter.com to stay in the know about upcoming concerts, exhibits, and more. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time for a preview of Mainstage Irving Las Colinas' Sherwood, The Adventures of Robin Hood, and highlights from Irving's Got Talent.
We'll also attend the North Texas Teen Book Festival and bring you a look of all the fun.
As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Tell us about events going on around the community, people we should profile, or stories you'd like to see on the show.
You can email us at ictn@cityofirving.org or connect with us on social media. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter. We'd love to hear from you.
We'll leave you tonight with another look at Health is Our Wealth, this year's Black History Month program. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Susan Stevens. Have a great evening.